Hey everyone, it's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm with a look at the weather over the next week or so across the Mahoning Valley, and we'll take kind of a broader view of the east as well. Start out as we head through the late morning hours at our surface map, and this is a very wintry surface map. The numbers indicate temperatures, wind barbs as well on here, showing the direction the wind is coming from. So in other words, a west wind occurring in a lot of places this morning. And of course, we've got our lake effect up across the snow belts east of Cleveland, parts of Lake County, northern Geauga County, Ashtabula County. They've just gotten slammed over the last few days with a classic lake effect event. The lake is still largely unfrozen with the exception of the extreme western part of Lake Erie. It's mostly ice-free, and that has allowed the lake effect machine to really crank up over the last couple of days. Here's a look at 6 a.m. temperatures earlier this morning, and this is basically where the low temperatures were today. Lots of skinny numbers. Across the Mahoning Valley, generally a range of 1 to 5 degrees. At the start of the day today, we had ones showing up out across the Akron-Canton area, down towards Dover and New Philly. Notice it was down in the teens across the Ohio River, where the river does have an effect of moderating temperatures a little bit down there. Taking a look at Pennsylvania this morning, it was a similar story here. Generally lower single digits for low temperatures this morning across Lawrence County, Mercer County. It was even colder out to the east across the northern tier of PA, where I suspect many of the colder nooks and crannies did in fact get down below zero first thing this morning. Wind chill's also been a story, and I wanted to show you real quick a computer model showing where the wind chill should be out through parts of tonight. The legend is over here on the right, a little hard to see perhaps, but the bottom line is the greens and whites are indicative of below zero wind chills. This starts at 8 a.m. this morning. The wind chills were in fact below zero in most of the Mahoning Valley and most of Pennsylvania as well. As we put this in motion, the wind chills will ease some this afternoon. There won't be a real stiff breeze, and temperatures will get into the teens, so the wind chill probably not below zero for this afternoon. And as we head towards this evening, again, not a tremendous amount of wind, and so we're expecting those wind chill values to hover in the single digits above zero. Kids have been off of school, of course, the last couple of days, or have had some delays. While there could be some delays again tomorrow morning, wind chill values will not be as bad for Thursday morning as they have been over the last couple of mornings, generally near zero, a couple of degrees above zero, but that's a lot better than 10 below, which has been the wind chill value in a lot of the area over the last 2 mornings. Here's a look at a few computer models taking us out over the next week. Green blobs across the region for later today and tonight, indicative of snow showers across the region with lake effect mixed in as well. A little area of low pressure. I can draw it here, maybe. Well, maybe not. Let's try that again. Well, it's not going to let me draw the way I want to draw. So anyway, little area of low pressure scooting across the Great Lakes for this evening. Wow, this thing's just going crazy. We'll enhance those snow showers for this evening and tonight. Maybe we'll get a quick dusting to a half of an inch. Little break on Thursday. Now this is the map showing Friday. A couple of areas of low pressure moving across the east. One is right here. Another one down here across the south. They're going to be dealing with freezing rain in parts of the south Friday, but for us, this is kind of a nuisance system coming through Friday and Friday night, and what I mean by that, it's not a big storm, but while a lot of us have missed out on accumulating snow over the last couple of days, most of us will get a fluffy inch, maybe 2 inches worth of snow on Friday and into parts of Friday night. At accumulating snow out of here in time for the weekend, this is Saturday morning, and while I suspect there'll be some flurries and snow showers around, most of us won't see any accumulating snow for the start of the weekend. Sunday probably starts with sunshine, but notice the moisture gathering once again across the plain states. That's coming east for the start of next week. And I suspect this is actually rain for a lot of us for a few days early next week. This is the surface map on Wednesday. So we're talking about a week from now. Things are subject to change a week ahead of time, but the bottom line is I do think it warms up just enough for some rain in much of the region for next week. So while we don't necessarily want the rain, the warmer temperatures will sure feel nice. Colder air is going to sweep back in, though, just in time for the start of February. This is next Thursday evening, the 31st of January, and it definitely is a colder looking map. As we take a look at generally trends over the next week, here's the European computer model showing temperatures staying below freezing. Freezing is the straight line here, kind of this orangish line. We stay below freezing until we head into next week. So by the early morning hours of the 29th, 6 days from now, in other words, Tuesday morning, we should be above freezing. We'll stay above freezing out through the 31st. And then, again, the trend I talked about for the start of February, suggesting that we turn colder once again for the start of the new month. The American GFS model has a similar idea. This middle chart here is the temperatures heading out through the 31st. Again, trend upwards for early next week, and then the start of a downward trend as we head through the 31st and into the first part of February. So cold through the weekend, warm for a few days early next week, and then late next week, at the start of February, looks to turn cold once again. We can also track the ups and downs in terms of temperatures on this computer model showing the temperature anomalies heading out through the next 10 days. Anomaly means the difference between the forecasted temperature and the average temperature, the expected temperature at this time of the year. Sometimes we refer to it as the normal temperature. What we have here is blue colors, green colors, white colors indicative of below average temperatures, the oranges and reds above average. As I put this in motion, notice we are below average out through the weekend. Here is Sunday, showing below average temperatures still hanging on across eastern Ohio, western PA, but then we do get into some of these oranges and browns for a few days early next week. Temperatures across parts of the Midwest may be as much as, well, 20, maybe 25 degrees above average for a couple of days, but notice what's happening as we head into the latter stages of this map. This is the 31st, next Thursday. The cold is building again across Canada and in the north-central U.S., and it is coming east. So our last day of above average temperatures is likely to be the 31st of January, just in time for Groundhog Day. This cold pocket is coming our way. So we'll be fine-tuning that forecast, and we'll have the forecast again tonight at 6 and 11 on 21 News. I'll see you then. Have a great Wednesday.